I'm going to look at solving trig equations and starting off with something fairly basic like cos x equals 0.4. It's important that you understand what that really means. You should know that we could solve that by graphing cos x and 0.4 and finding where they're equal. The cos curve is a wave and 0.4 is a horizontal line. So it looks like this. Notice that we're only looking at a window between 0 and 360 because that's what the question says. But really, we know that the graph continues on forever in both a positive direction and a negative direction. So there's an infinite number of answers that are true for cos x equals 0.4. In this case, all that we are interested in is this value here and this value here. Okay, so how do we find them? Well, first of all, we're going to use, there's steps involved. And step one is simply to use the calculator. Step one, use the calculator to find the first value. We have learned doing equations that we do the inverse of cos, which is cos to the minus 1. So using the calculator, x equals cos to the minus 1 at 0.4. Let's do that on the calculator. Leave those dots there, it doesn't matter for now. So second cos of 0.4. This will only ever give me one answer. Calculator will only ever give me one answer, and notice I am in degrees, so that's all okay. And the answer I get is 66.4 degrees. So now I need to find a second answer. And how do I find that? Well, to do that, I'm going to use the unit circle. So if we go back to the graph, just to clarify what we're talking about, this value here has an x value of 66.4 degrees at 0.4. So there's our solution. We now need to find this one. Now we could use symmetry, which we've talked about in the past, but let's use the unit circle because that's what's exactly the same in the unit circle. We're after this value here. So we draw 66.4 on the unit circle. Please remember that it doesn't have to be accurate. Close would be good. But also the unit circle only tells us where the trig values are positive. So in the 0 to 90, both cos, sin and tan are positive. In 90 to 180, only sin is positive. 180 to 270, tan is positive. And between 270 and 360, cos, and then we keep repeating, adding 90 each time. 450, 540, 630, 720, etc. Alright, so we were looking at cos. So where is the other place that cos is positive? Well, it's not in here because cos is negative. It's not in here because only tan is positive. It's in here. And we talked about how those are reflections. Therefore, it's that value there. Now that's also 66.4. So one of the answers that we could give for x, if we wanted to, is x equals minus 66.4 degrees. And that is true. But it actually only asks us between 0 and 360. So we need to find this angle coming all the way around to here. Well, that value for x is the same as 360, but take away the 66. So 360, take away the 66.4. If we do 360, take away 66.4, we get 293.6. Doing it in my head, hopefully that's correct. And hopefully this value here comes down here and is 293.6 degrees. Now let's see if we're right. Let's hold that value, 293.6. Let's go over to our calculator. Second calc, we're going to do intersect. And we want the first curve, yep, enter. Second curve, yep, enter. Let's move the cursor close to where we want it to be. That will do. 293.6. And that is the value we had, 293.6. Remember, this minus we don't need because it's off the curve. It's over here, and there it is there. It's the same value, and that's why it's symmetrical. It's on the other side, and that's why it's negative. But we only want between 0 and 360, so we don't want that answer. Our two answers are 293.6 and 66.4. I hope you found that useful. Thanks for watching.